Hello everyone. Today I would like to discuss the topic is Microsoft Azure Recurring Service Vault. In on-premises, if you want to enable backup, you need a backup solution software and you need a storage medium to keep your backup. Recurring Service Vault provide these both. Okay, so also you can enable backup on your on-premises workload as well as Azure workload. Okay, so before choosing, you have to choose what backup you're going to take, like on-premises or Azure. In on-premise mean you have to choose what type backup you want, like files and folders, Hyper-V, VMware, like this. Then you have to prepare a infrastructure. So if you're choosing Azure, so to choose what type of backup, like a virtual machine, file share, SAP HANA, enable VM, to choose, then you have to prepare infrastructure. Microsoft Azure also provide a redundancy for your backups. So in LRS, so there are three copies available in same data center. ZRS mean three copies available in three data centers. JRS mean three set of copies available in two different region, one of the data center. Okay. So before enabling redundancy, so you have to make sure you haven't started your replications. Okay. So by default, you can see geo redundant will be available. Geo default enabled in your backup configuration. So you have to choose what replication you want, like LRS or ZRS. Okay. Once we enabled, clearly they mention cannot be changed. Okay. So this option cannot be changed after protecting items. That means if we enable the backup, so you cannot change this. Okay, so you have to ensure about this. Okay, so once backup recovery service was created, to go and change the replication. Otherwise, so it will be keep it as a default as a G redundant storage. So this is the picture shows how to take your on-premises files and folders to create a recovery service vault, download the agent and install the agent on your server or workload. So where you're going to take backup and configure the backup policy. Okay. So, so how to take a virtual machine backup? So in virtual machine, there are two type of backup you can take: snapshot and as well as Azure backup. Okay, so snapshot is available in file share, so that is different. So here the VM backup is backups number different. Okay, we'll see it on another video about that. So we consider backup virtual machines. To create a recurring service vault, then you have to choose your portal, like um, define the backup. Okay, then you have to choose your virtual machine. Okay, so this is the process. So here you can see the backup now, restore VM, file recovery. This is the console page. Okay, so here you can see your backups. Okay, so by default, Microsoft backup is protected for 14 days after you stop the backup as well as. Okay, so if you don't want to continue, you can delete it, and if you don't want mean, what you can do, you can if you're going to you reuse it mean, you can resume the operation. Okay, so until deletion of your backups, the backup wall cannot be deleted. Okay, so what is the procedure to stop your backup? First stop your backup and delete the data. Okay, so by default soft delete is enabled. Okay, so after 14 day only you can able to delete the backup. Okay, so within the 14 days if you wanted to resume in, that is possible. Okay, so quickly we'll move on for lab. So let me create a recurring service fault first. Create, go to recurring service fault, click create, select a resource group. So let me choose backup resource group. Then you have to provide a backup vault name, for example BK India. Okay, I have to choose a region. So you have to choose where your workload is running, choose region. For mine is running in Central India. I'm going to take Central India server backups, servers and file share backup. Okay, cross subscription stories enabled by default for all vaults. Okay, you can see after delete after creation. So enable immutability is a recent update. So if you enable this, so you cannot undelete the change the operations, like some of the operation cannot change. Okay, so connectivity is set as usual normal. So I'm just creating a recovery service fault. Okay, my recovery is what has been created. Let me go to resource. So I just created a recovery service fault, but I haven't enabled the backup till now. So what I do, let me duplicate, and I'll show you what I'm going to take backup. So first I'll take a backup on my file share. Okay, so I have a file share which is in Central India. So I have a storage account in Central India. So I have a file share. Okay, so you can create backup for existing file share, as well as while creating a file share also you can enable a backup. Let me show how to do that. I'm creating file share. For example, let me select test file share 2 and click next. Then you to existing. See, this is our backup part. You can see DK India. So this is a backup one. So you can create enable a backup while creating the file share as well. Same for virtual machine. You can enable backup while creating a VM. That is also possible. Okay, so before that I'll tell you that a backup configuration. So what is our default redundancy? Go to the settings, properties, go to backup configuration. So here you can see it's default is redundant. Okay, so if you want like LRS ZRS mean, you can select. Okay, after backup enable, you cannot change this properties. Okay, let me close it. So let me leave it as a redundant for now. So now I'm going to create a backup for my file share. So I'm going to enable backup on um this file share. This is the file share one. Okay, which is in Central India. So how to enable backup? Go to overview, click backup. So here to choose what type of where is your workload is running. Like if you're choosing on premises, you have to choose files or folders and select, and you have to prepare a infrastructure. Okay, but now I'm going to take backup on my Azure workload. Here I'm going to choose Azure file share. So we'll see for VM in another video. Okay, let me choose Azure file share. Click backup. So select your backup, select your storage account first. Oh, I don't have any storage account. Same region. So where I created my work. Uh, Record is fault. Central India. Okay. Storage account. So Central India. I can see. So let me choose again. Go to my Week India. Select a backup. Select Azure and select a file share. Click backup. Select a storage account. See, I can see. So I am selecting my storage account. Click OK. So it is registering your storage account with Azure backup service. So then after you have to choose a file shares. So for example, if I have a one file share, I can able to see only one file share. So for me, I have only one file share. Okay, if you have multiple file share, you can choose multiple file share at the same time, or you can select the file shares. Okay, for example, let me select another, create another file share, like file share two. Next, I don't want backup, so I'm not selecting here. Review and create. So now I have two file shares. Okay, while selecting, so my backup storage account has been selected. So now I'm going to select my file share. Okay, so click add, then to choose file share. So this file share already available. So now I selected another file share. I created another file share. So it will take some time to pop up over there. Okay, so then you can see this, but you have to do a refresh and you can try again. But I'm just selecting my file share. Yeah, selected file share, file share one. So then you to choose your policy. Okay, Azure having a default policy here. Okay, it's a backup frequency like this. It has. I wanted to change in edit policy and change the time. For example, I want like IST time 5:30. I want a backup. So daily this time or 7:30. So which is your low business hours? You can choose. So you can choose daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. You can choose backup policy. I'm not explaining much. We'll see it on VM backup. Okay, so I don't want like a 30 days retention. I just want 7 days enough for me. Let me choose 7 and click enable backup. Okay, so still now I'm just enabling the backup, not yet started. Okay, and I'm just enabling backup on this file share. Okay, so what have inside my file share, let me go and browse. So I have a I have two files. Okay, so I'm going to take backup on this file share. So whatever files available inside my file share, I can recover it. Now the backup enabling in progress. So after backup enabling, so the backup will be triggered the scheduled time. Okay, but now I want a backup right now. What I can do, I can take on demand backup by clicking backup now. Okay, then I can recover my data. So we'll put some more files as well. Upload some files. You can drag and drop or you can browse. Both the things are like same test data and upload it. So I have a so so still backup is not started. So we can put more files as well. Okay, I have enabled a backup. Okay, let me go to resource. So this is my record service vault. If you select a backup, I have enabled a file share backup. So choose the backup item here. see what type of backup you have count. So I have one file share. If you have virtual machine, you can see virtual machine count, but now I enabled only file share. So let me click file share. So file share one is my file share name. So here you can see warning, initial backup pending. That means the backup not yet triggered because our scheduled time is in the evening 10:30. Okay, this is our scheduled time. The 10:30 we have scheduled, so the backup will be started, initial backup the first in today night. But now I want, what I want to do, I'm going to take a on demand backup by clicking my backup now. So it says the retention, I don't want much date, much that much of time, much of retention. Let me keep only for till Friday. Okay, so now the backup is actually started. Okay, so now backup in progress. So what will happen, the backup will be the backup will do backup, and the backup will be moved to your recursive service port. Okay, the backup service will initiate on your storage. Inside the storage it will initiate your file share. So I have two file share in this storage account, so I have enabled the backup on this file share. Also you can ensure uh, clicking my file share one and go to backup. Here you can see the backup state. Okay, when the backup has been started. You can take backup here itself. Okay, you can view the uh, backup status, lost backup when the backup has been started, and the lost sync time and policy, everything you can view here itself. Okay, let me go to select another file share. Let me select this file share, clicking backup. I have not enabled the backup. Okay, it says create a backup. So if you want to enable the existing recursive vault, you can choose. It's already default, it's created, it's selected. Just to select a policy, you can choose the same policy or you can create a different policy. Okay, for example, you want a different every file share, you may need a different type, like frequency, or you want different time zones, you can select it. Okay, okay, backup has been triggered, so backup has been completed. Let me go to, so how I and monitor the backup states. Go to backup jobs, so you can see it's a backup has been completed. Okay, so first we registered the backup, then we configured the backup, then we took a backup. Okay, let me go and recover my data. How to recover my data? Go to backup item, select. Before that, let me delete some files inside my file share. Let me delete um, some files by clicking. Let me click delete my AZ 104 syllabus. Delete it. Okay, I deleted one of the file and go to backup, clicking by view details. So now we can there are two type of recoveries available. One is restore share. You can restore the same file share itself or different file share, you can save it, or you can recover as a files. Let me click file recovery. So here you can choose restore point. So I just took now. If you have multiple restore point, you can choose which date and which recovery point you want to take backup, take restore. Let me click this one and select it. So it's asking if you want to take same location, overwriting this same location, or you want to like um, select a different location. Okay, so now click add files. Okay, here you can see which file you want. Okay, that recovery restore point having three files. Okay, you you can take a file level backup up to 99 files. Okay, you can select up to 99 files, you can recover as a files or folders. Okay, you can see here you can take up to, you can recover a maximum 99 files or folders by selecting. It is called a file level recovery. Okay, this is one of the backup solution. Okay, another one is restore share. Okay, you can restore the share. Here also same thing. To choose the recovery point, restore point. So here it's not a file level backup. Okay, just it will overwrite. Okay, so let me keep is override existing. If existing, it should be override. Let me click create. You can choose a original location. Also, you can select the alternate location. Okay, you can choose. I have a file share too. You can choose file share too, and I may don't have a restore folders names. You can put name file share one recovery like this. Let me click restore. Okay, restore in progress. So I have my restore will be in this file share. Let me go to browse. So you can see file share one recovery, so which I created the folder name. Okay, this is entire file share. Okay, so if you want restore as a like entire files, you have to choose entire restore point. You can choose restore share. If you want like file recovery, you can click file recovery, and you can select which uh, files you want, water files you want. Okay, let me select add files. I want only this deleted file I want. Click select. Then you can overwrite. Okay, let me go to my file share one. So I wanted to come here original location. Okay, let me choose override existing and restore it. Okay, so my data will be my restore point, my file will be restored in the same location, existing location. Let me refresh, it should come. Okay, it's game. I hope this video helped you to how to take backup and how to restore backup as a file share. So my next video I'll post in how to take a virtual machine backup and how to restore the backup. Thank you for watching. Bye.